rotation. The way she make it clap, send an ovation. Do it like you do it when there's no one home. Do it like you do when you got nothing on.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a February favorites video. Now, I don't know where February went, but literally March is going to be here on Saturday, so I thought, okay, I need to film this now or February would already be gone. And I didn't want to be in the middle of March filming a February favorites video when we're sitting in the middle of March. Believe it? And I have a few favorites, not a ton, so I'm not going to be here with you that long. But I definitely have a mixture between hair products and beauty products, makeup, skincare, everything else. I also have a few updates for you guys. Some of them work related, some of them just kind of all over the place. But I probably will be doing an updates video so you guys can have a little bit more of an update on my life. But one of those kind of videos would be on my work update, is going to be on me working with Nike. So I will be doing kind of a journey with me, or a series of working with Nike, and kind of how I got the job, the interview process, training, any questions that you guys have, because I know when I was looking at videos or anything, information on, you know, the whole process of working with Nike, I couldn't really find anything. And I know I've seen things on people working at Abercrombie or people working at Sephora, but there hasn't really been anything in terms of that part of retail experience or retail. So I definitely wanted to give you guys a kind of update on that, so that video will hopefully be up soon. I will be going away hopefully this weekend, and spring break is coming up this week, so I will be a little bit more, I'll have a little bit more time on my hands to film. So just bear with me. I definitely will be getting more videos up, and any video requests that you guys want, just leave a comment below and I'll definitely try to get them out to you guys. So without further ado, let's get to the February favorites. One of the first things that literally I bought this, I think I mentioned it in my first ever video here on YouTube, and it was, of course, anyone who straightens their hair, or anyone that does their hair in general and uses a straightener or any hot tools, should look into getting this product. It's not necessarily a very high-end product, but it definitely is a product that I've been loving. It's the Red by Kiss silicone styler. It looks just like this. I believe mine is the 1.5 inch or the 1 inch, I can't remember. But it's definitely not the smallest, and it's definitely not the biggest either. I've been loving this straightener. Granted, I've used other straighteners in the past, and they've been ones that I think I've picked up from Sally's. Not anything big name brand, but the reason why I love this is because I can literally straighten my hair and just do 1 or 2 passes and I won't have any problem. I can do 1, 2 and it's completely straight. I've also straightened my extensions and they come out perfectly. I've also used it to curl my hair, and it does that perfect kind of flip curl that you it's effortlessly, I guess you can say. And this works perfectly. It heats up all the way to 400 degrees and the lowest is 250. I believe, like, it's the best straightener in my opinion for like the best price, considering I got it from the beauty supply store for maybe less than $30, maybe like $25, and that's not bad considering the performance that it does. The next, probably one of my favorite hair products, and I don't know if you can consider this a hair product, but it's my Hair Secrets extensions in Shanghai Night. I've mentioned these quite a couple times in some of my videos. I have a review video on them, especially if you haven't seen that yet. I will link that below or in somewhere in this video. But I've been loving them. I don't have them in right now, considering this morning was a rushed morning getting to class, and I just didn't have the time to clip them in and style them the way I wanted because my hair wasn't functioning the way I wanted it to. But I definitely do love these. They are perfect in terms of adding length as well as adding volume. They curl amazingly. I can't rave about these any more than I already have. And my review video as well, I think I had another kind of update on it as well. I will definitely be putting another update with this kind of a little bit down the road as I get a little bit more accustomed to them, as well as a few more videos of curling them, just different styles with extensions, just for any of you who are not too familiar with extensions and who really just want to have different styles and different ways to wear them. So one of the skin products that I've been loving, and I've used it before, not necessarily this formula, but I have used it previously. It's by Cerave. It just looks like this. Now Cerave, it was recommended to me by my dermatologist because I went in specifically because I had really dry skin and it would be sometimes during the summer, sometimes during the winter. And during the winter, occasionally everyone does get dry skin, so that's not unusual. But during the summer, you usually don't get super dry skin unless you've gone to the beach and you know, you came from the water, things like that. But for me, it was more like kind of eczema in certain spots, and it would be kind of itchy if it would get too dry. So when I went to the dermatologist, he recommended Cerave, which is a company, I believe it's based in Japan. At least that's from my knowledge. Now, Cerave has a whole complete line. They have face wash, they have body wash, they have like regular body lotions. The reason why I like this one especially because it's not like a really thin lotion. And I also have the regular lotion, which is this one right here, which is the moisturizing lotion. I like this if I just want to put on my hands or just kind of like a thin lotion. I don't use it necessarily for my whole body because for me, for my whole body, I like something thick and moisturizing, considering that I get dry very fast. And when I've been using this especially lately has been on my face. For some reason my face was drying up as I was using my Clarisonic, or just because of the winter, and I use a dab of this as my moisturizer at night and in the morning when I wash my face, and it literally is like magic. I don't know what made me not use it before, but I've been loving using this as a face moisturizer as well as a body moisturizer. But Cerave is literally the best. I've tried Cetaphil's version of this as well. It's kind of like their body moisturizer, and it didn't work for me as well, just because I feel like it was too thin. But this one is amazing. They also have a lighter version. This one is for extremely dry, rough, and bumpy skin, and I had the other one, which is like a darker blue container, and that one works just as well. So the next product that I have, you probably have seen it in my last video when I mentioned it was my Magnesia, Milk of Magnesia review video. And I haven't used this all the time, but it definitely has been one of my favorites out of all this month. And the reason why I love it so much is because being a person who has very oily skin, whether it's summer, winter, spring, any time of the day, my skin is oily. And right now, you might not be able to tell considering what I've been using, but it definitely does get oily. This is great for underneath your makeup. It makes your skin very matte if you like that matte look. Even if you don't like the matte look, it does keep your skin, it keeps it from getting oily throughout the day. Now, I haven't tried it with using like a regular primer and this as well. Some people have said if you use like a regular primer and put this in like your problem areas, whether it's in like your T-zone or just areas where you get super oily, which is normally the T-zone for most people. So I definitely will be trying this out in a few other ways. If you want to see a more in-depth how to, leave a comment down below. Definitely want to see, because I mean there are videos out there of people applying it, and everyone has their different ways of applying it, but sometimes it's best to kind of see multiple ways. That's how the way I, was able to use it. Now, one of my makeup products that I have gone back to actually recently, it's one of my favorites because I guess I used it prior to maybe about a summer or two ago, and I've loved it ever since. And I put it back. I was like, let me use some other products and I'll get back to it. So I recently came back. It's the Revlon ColorStay Whipped Foundation. This was like raves and raves and raved about almost all summer long, maybe about a summer or two ago here on YouTube. Tons and tons of people were raving about it. For me, even though I have oily skin and I don't necessarily need to have a full foundation every single day, I love having full coverage foundation. I don't know what it is, but I just love having that full finished kind of airbrush look, and for me, full coverage foundation does that. And so I have it in the color Caramel, and it does have a 24-hour I guess staying power, a 24-hour guarantee of staying, if that makes any sense. So it just looks like this. If anyone hasn't seen it, I will do a review on this if you guys need me to. There are other reviews out there. I honestly love this, considering it is it's a nice creamy and thick foundation. I don't have the brush with me right now, but I use either a duo fiber brush from MAC or kind of like a regular flat top kabuki brush that I have from Sedona Lace to put it on, and then I just kind of even it out with my beauty blender, and it goes on perfectly. I love this stuff. I don't know where I would be without it. I have used other foundations, but this has literally been my probably holy grail, and since I've gone back and forth with it, it's definitely one that's going to stay with me for a while. Another product, well, two products actually that are both eye products. One is a mascara and one kind of has to do with the mascara. One of them that I bought that you might have seen in my haul video, which I will link below if you haven't seen it, It's the Telescopic mascara from L'Oreal, and I absolutely love this stuff. I've used it in conjunction with other mascaras, you know, where I've used probably multiple, like up to 3 or 4 mascaras at a time on my lashes during the day, just because sometimes I might not like to wear falsies, which seems like on average lately I haven't been wearing my falsies as much. But this has definitely been a go-to mascara for me. I was kind of skeptical that the wand was kind of small and flimsy. This is what it looks like, if you guys can see. It's a very tiny wand. Not the greatest, but it surprised me for sure. It definitely makes your lashes very, I guess like in the name it says telescopic. It makes it nice and long and kind of luscious, and even just 1 or 2 coats of it, it's amazing. I have it on today. You might not be able to notice, but also sometimes what I do, if I don't just use this by itself, I will use my Urban Decay Eyelash Primer Potion, which, if you know what Urban Decay regular eyeshadow primer potion is, this is pretty much the same thing except for your eyelashes. So there are a lot of different products out there to kind of prime your lashes, whether it's like a fiber to kind of coat them to make them a little bit longer, or it's a regular kind of liquid or kind of cream type of product. This is like a mix between a fiber and a cream, in my opinion. So it looks just like this. It's a little pink. You might not be able to see it, but it's a white, creamish, fiberish type of consistency, and it's amazing. You don't want to put too much on because sometimes the color will last a little bit longer than needed, or you'll see the whiteness through your mascara, but it doesn't stay forever. I just put this on before I put mascara on, and I do whatever I need to do, whether it's my brows or what have you, and then I come back later after it's been sitting for a little bit, and I put my mascara on. You can put just 1 or 2 coats of mascara, or clump it on and pile it on just as you would like. It's up to you, but I love using this with any of my mascaras, whether it's my Telescopic or it's my Maybelline's. Any of them, they honestly work amazingly with it. I just did a video on, it's my Anastasia DipBrow Pomade, and if you haven't seen me rave about this enough in my review video for it, here it goes again. I absolutely love this stuff. I don't have it on my eyebrows today considering that I was in a rush, but for any of you who haven't seen that video on it, I definitely recommend go seeing it because I rave about it even more. But it literally is a lifesaver. It looks just like this, and it's honestly probably, I don't know where I would be if I hadn't used this product. It's probably the best eye product that I've used. I do kind of go back to using my eyeshadow or the brow powder duo. I can't even speak. But that definitely is a product that I pick up more often. So that's it for my February favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that you saw. It wasn't a lot, like I said, it was only a few things, but these are definitely the things that I've been loving this month. And I definitely will come to you guys with anything that I have if it has to do with these products or any new products that I do reviews on, or just testing and trying out. Also, leave a comment below if there are any products that you want me to try out, or if there's anything that you have questions on. I definitely will try to answer any of your questions. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want to see any new tutorials or new reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Bonnie, Clyde, open wide. Why not make it rain for them thunder thighs? Strict search, can I pat it? Let me put this 5 on it, let me grab it, I'm a G.